Spaceship down in the stars since 94. Waiting for.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Promise and I am an OTA student, a mom, and a wife. In this channel, all I do is I share my journey, study tips, and intervention strategies that you can use as an OTA student. So today we'll be driving into a real conversation, which is how to balance studying with learning intervention strategies. This is something every OTA student struggles with. At some point, there is so much learning of anatomy, conditions, documentations, hands, skills on. So in this video, we are breaking it all down and I'll be sharing my own personal experiences, my mistakes, and what actually works for me. And I also want to hear from you how you manage things. You can drop your thoughts and comments and we can have this discussion together. So welcome. Let's drive into it. Okay, let's get back into the video. Okay, so let's talk about it. What are the most important things that are really hard for you as an OTA student, right? For me, trying to understand range of motion and how to add these things with my clients, for example, I remember studying range of motion over and over and over again, thinking, oh, I got this. But guess what? We were in class one day and I was told to measure someone's range of motion, which is the internal rotation. Guess what, my darlings? I froze. And it was in my brain. And my brain keeps saying, you got this. But my body keeps saying, you don't got it. So if this ever happened to you, let me know. Let me know in the comment section. Let me, let's talk. Let me know what you think, because this happens to me a lot, really, really a lot. So it can be really hard. It can be really hard trying to memorize all these things, trying to memorize all the degrees, trying to memorize, it can be really, really hard. So also, we learn passively when we read, but we need to also learn how to actively apply all these interventions. All right? We need to learn how to do it. And also, one of the biggest mistakes that I've also learned as an OTA student is when trying to balance studying and practice together. Like, for example, cramming without context. Okay, I used to just memorize interventions, but without context. I couldn't recall them when I needed to, and how to connect my interventions to real life cases while studying. So also, when we talk about hands-on practice, at first I focused way too much on textbooks. They have big words on textbooks that sometimes I don't even understand, But later I realized that muscle memory just as important as book knowledge. So I make more of hands-on. Like sometimes I practice at home with my husband. With my kids, I just act as an OTA coming in to see a patient. So sometimes I used to be afraid to ask questions also when we're in lab in school, because I don't want, my classmates to see me as someone that is clueless. But guess what? The more I ask questions, the more confident I become, the more I learn in the process. So learning is a process. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. You can make mistakes. Okay, so, but you just have to keep pushing. You have to keep moving forward because you know why you got into this program in the first place. Okay, before we wrap this up, let's talk about self-care. As an OTA, school can be very stressful. Burnout is real. Some things that help me: taking study breaks, reading non-OTA books. I don't really like reading books, but you know, reminding myself that learning takes time. If you're feeling overwhelmed, just remember you're not alone and you've got this. You've got this. Like, if I, as an immigrant that really don't understand some of the words that they speak here in the United States, and I can do it, you can do it. You've really, really, really got this. And also, I feel so bad that we don't have an OTA study guide for us. You know, like there are a lot of programs that has study guides, nursing and all that. They do have study guides, but I'm talking about in-class study guides that will help you maneuver the big words and all that, that will break it down for you into pieces. I wish we have something like that, but we don't. And the other day I was talking to my professor about it. I was like, why don't we have this? Why do other professions do have it, but we don't have it? Why? It's just not good. A lot of us don't even, it takes us time to understand what range of motion is. We come to class and we act like, we understand, we understand everything you're talking about. You know, a lot of people believe that occupational therapy is meant for certain race, but I'm trying to help my other cultures that, you know what, you can also be an OTA student and make a difference to so many people. But I don't blame them if they don't want to, because we don't have enough materials that can actually help us. The only thing we do have is AOTA, like you go online and you'll be able to, but we should be able to have study guides to help us, to break these words down for us. The books we use, sometimes they can be so big and you'll be like, how the hell am I going to read this? How am I going to do this? This is a lot. But you just, I wish we do have it. And I hope they do something about it. I wish we do have, like, for example, like, I don't know if, there's some nursing study guide that I've seen out there that are so colorful that you will want to be a nurse, even by looking at it, because you will think it's easy. You will really think it's easy. So all this going to class, going for labs, it can be a lot. It can really be a lot. Like for next week, we're having some OT students in, my OTA, like my schools. We're coming together and we're coming up with an interventions and goals that we're going to be working together, working as an OT and OTA, right? So, that's what we're doing next week. And also, I think we're also going to be doing our checkoff. We're going to be working on range of motions. We're going to be doing some measurements, And I've decided I'm going to start practicing with my husband now, because I don't want to look stupid. Trust me, I don't want to. So, and like I said, I'm also getting ready for my field work too. I'm getting ready for it. And I hope I'm being, placed in mental health, because that's where I really want to, work. But you don't have a say. It's wherever your field work, educator posts you. That's where you're going to work. So, yeah. So it's really been a journey. But I'm grateful to God. I am really grateful to God. So thank you for watching. Thank you for coming back for more. Thank you so much. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Let me know the subjects you want me to talk about. Okay, this is a channel that we can be able to interact. We can be able to talk about things. We can be able to understand what what OT or OTA is, which means occupational therapy, So let me know. Please do subscribe and comment, and please share and give us a thumbs up. We'll really be grateful. So I'll be bringing more videos. I know I haven't been doing a lot of videos these days because it's just a lot sometimes, trying to juggle between family, classes, and also being a wife. But I'm grateful to God, and also being a businesswoman. So, but I am grateful to God for all the privileges that I have really gotten. So, and thank you so much for always watching and commenting. Like I said, let's talk about how we can come up with an OTA study guide. Okay, how we can come up with it. It will go a long way. It can, it will really go a long way. All right, I'll see you in my next video, and have a blessed and a wonderful day. Bye bye.